Just immediately, really. All in your face. Tag there from the cam. Going to be holding this one back. Second shot dart as well. That's going to be potentially cancelling out. That is a ton of chip damage. I mean, players are low as anything. Cages to play around, potentially anchor towards the back of the sides, and shots going wild. Texas just rolling retreat all the way back, claiming multiple lives while he's at it, and leaves it just down to Kesnet and popping towards the back. Aspas gearing up. Cerebral player in terms of the way he wants to take these fights, and he's doubled up alongside Mazzino. It's an easy one for him. Popping now left into an impossible spot. Just with that Sheriff looking to see if he can get his way back out, but just caught on the tail end of things here. MIBR off to a strong beginning.
Envy actually were doing very little of this defaulting in their game previously on Abyss. They're
sending it, really.
Yeah, they do like to just send it.
Ranked mentality. Mazzino not anticipating that Inspire was going to be up on that line.
I think usually that kind of push would work for Mazzino, but this round, Envy playing it a little more spread.
Dangerous work, that's 140 still. The shield wasn't intact. Kesnet would have been a goner. Gives him access towards it. Deep push and punished! Yeah, going toe-to-toe against the final boss. What you come to expect here. Verno as well. Quick cleanup over towards mid. Inspire no longer a threat over towards it now. Extra's turn to try and take a fight with a flash, but anti-position played. Big dart in as well. And these players are finding it difficult to get through because it's all on board here. MB take a fight forwards. Full aggro and aggression on the same page. Util being used. Dash proactive here from Aspas. Going to be that dart towards his back. Clone forwards as well to absorb up most of that trip and chewing them up still into the cages. Blind firing from MIBR, and they're going to see if they can wiggle their way out of this one. Cloudburst on Cloudburst! No way! No. Aspas to playground on the site for a player like him, and he is not done yet. 3-piece in the round. And that's going to be all in. The Fury's going off on the other side of things here. Verno's just trying to put a stop to it. This is
there goes the ISO ult. Nobody found.
Yeah.
It cleared heaven, but nobody scales off it either. That's a bit of a miss there from Envy. They didn't use the Sova utility to like confirm that there was a player for Kesnet to grab. He just sent it.
MIBR going to be grouping up. Still looking to see if they can get the troops in line, in order.
And Poppin's ult should be good for the post plan.
That's what I'm saying. There's time pressure here that Envy could play for, just the threat of that Sova ult. You've got to get a bit of a move on if you're MIBR moving forwards now, but he's going to use it proactively as that retake starts to come online. Yeah, Poppin's just going to be sending it. Good damage. Clears the way, and this is a backstab approaching. Inspire. Sneaky business. All the way behind them. Just spotted out at the final few moments. Tapping away, and there it is. Anticipating that re-peak. Aspas going to be looking to get away with this operator in his hands, but he's being chased. Inspire want to take the duel versus him. Ready as anything, though.
Yeah, he only had about 46 HP, so one shot with the Sheriff.
Yeah. And
Aspas even managing to keep the op there at the end of the round 2, takes down Kesnet, who was hunting him in spawn. It's quite an off-site setup over here towards B. Once the Yoro ult comes through, I don't think Tex and Verno will be able to hold their ground.
Yeah, just off-site, probably because of the dimensional drift.
Yeah.
You don't want to be caught out into the open. Pit's going to be dropped and layered on top of this one. A bit of spam into the smoke goes either way, these drones, but this is fast and loose now. MIBR grouped up.
They haven't got plant down.
No, not yet. There's pressure mounting all over the place here. And that's spike drop down. Verno's just weaving in and out, using the cover of their own pit just to be a menace here. Play the rest of the team in. Tex lights them up. 2 kills for him. And all that pressure. Envy still no plant down. 2 players. Rossi and Inspire wondering, what can they do in a spot like this? There is that flank pressure.
Aspas has been watching it. Aspas has been watching it for the last 15 seconds.
The whole time, but he's just turning away. And that is timing. There's 2 players at the backs here. This is a massive play. Ready and waiting. Rossi activates, but Aspas right there to return that fire.
Can Inspire make use of this opportunity?
Nice popped off. This is going to be fast now. Just attempting to punish Aspas in your face. Not much you can do in a spot like that. 5-2.
He makes up for it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Aspas.
Inspire's just spotted.
Yeah, continuing to apply that pressure.
Way out into the open. Yep.
Really good awareness from Aspas, clearing all of those angles.
Holding it down. Calm. Nerve just spots it. Glimpse of a body, and the shoulder's all he needs. Aspas gearing up for that one. Another fight to be taken up. Drafting away. What is that movement?
It's so
God
good.
Damn. Just out of there. Able to be caught, and well, it's a bullet to the chest there. Texas happy to clean up the rest of it, though. So an instantaneous trade, and the ult barely not able to get out there. Rossi Happy to take that fight again as an individual. 2v3. Ooh. Good shots. Lighting them up. Best chance in a long while for Envy. Deciding how they want to take the rest of this.
I know, a little worried about getting into that smoke.
Up the ropes. What is occurring here? Down to the 1v1. Rossi versus Zekken.
Smoke v smoke.
Repositioning. Stars available for Zekken to work with. Ult on top of it as well if he really wanted to make the play happen, but just the star consumed, drops down, forcing the issue. Jumping around. You would have heard that Rossi has jumped down here, but yeah, time running too short. What a round by Rossi.
Are they not going to go for the ISO ult?
I'm panicking. I think just the drone tags, the ISO ult might follow up, but Mazzino. So no command popped off here. That means no utility, no ultimates can be used to try and bail them all the way out. Damage done. Drop down though to the floor. Mazzino is going to be given up for the cause. Aspas going to be playing his life, trying to regroup with the rest of his team.
Oh, Kesnet got a knock, but he didn't get the ult orb because Mazzino's still technically alive.
Right. As Mazzino falls, so that's it. That's an ult online, which he can now use immediately at that. So that's Heaven cleared. Poppin taking the space off of it. 1v1 to be taken. Kesnet can't win it out. It's Zekken and Verno winning their individual ones towards it, and it leaves it in the hands of Rossi. But too much to deal with. Overwhelmed from every angle. Quite aggro here from MIBR. More so than they've done in the past. That's shield, not even broken. I think Kesnet can still just run this one down. But
how is he not punished there, Aspas, again?
Yeah. Clone's going to be broken. Right. Nade stores them out.
Ult collected though.
Yeah, and here it is. Popped off. Dimensional drift forwards. Clearing the way for the rest of his team to follow up and through. MB look to take this one. Thoroughly spotting out two players out towards it as the drift fades away. Oh my god, Mazzino. Just on it, man. Rest of the players also falling shortly afterwards. Rossi towards Heaven has got to get something done, but again, these fights are just awkward in terms of the manner that they're taking them. Mazzino is the one to steal the show in a round like this. Inspire. No bullets, no problem.
And Aspas has been set up as the raid boss, the final boss.
It's going to be suppression across the board here with a shock dance. A fight taken. MV find a time for but a moment. A few seconds off, but now maybe potentially overextending when Verno is left to punish. It's damage done. You got two for the troubles. Poppin trying to go for that orb as well, but he's going to be sandwich squeezed now. Tex approaching alongside Zekken. Cautiously at that, looking for the clearance, but yeah, shot from behind. It's Rossi willing to help out.
They don't know where Poppin is.
No.
So Zekken still has to clear all of these angles, and a high-low looks nice.
Really does. Yeah, they're going to be ready for this fight to be taken. MV, pistol round win. Slow going, not wanting to give anything away.
What's the timing on this gate crash for Egster? Is he going to be able to get one and get out?
Seconds left.
Not too sure.
Oh, it's just expired.
Just expired as they go for the hit. Perfect timing at it. Tries to dominate again that choke point angle. Fight taken. Rossi, significant damage. Kills found. Is laving it into a 3v3. Deep push by Aspas, a bit unorthodox from a player like him. He's alone going at it, but he does have that dash to see if he can get out, but still eager to lay claim to their lives. Inspire's got to do it now with a stinger. Could potentially acquire that upgrade with the Bulldog, but very difficult situation. Smoke's in your face. You know the backside's compromised and time ticking away from you. Everything watched for, so MIBR will find themselves up to 10.
I would assume they're going to be earlier than the B main players.
Pitch comes up. There's an ult as well to try and play for this one. Dart towards the back, and Kesnet's just going to try and stay alive. Tags potentially there. Shield up. Kesnet just trying to square up. Will find it. Can't get the second, but Inspire! More than ready. Plays it off perfectly, and Egster Bucky. Verno shuts it down still. Spam onto the angles. MV know what's up. Inspire is on one in a round like this. Spike was dropped down. Poppin actually trying to find his place as well onto the map. This is Zekken surrounded.
30 seconds left.
1v3 right from behind. It's clinical stuff. Poppin is able to seal it up. MV trailing by 4 rounds here. They've been able to find, you know, these.
And now this is the timing for the attackers to take into the A side.
30 seconds left.
The onus going to be on Poppin. Just wants to play his life in a position like this here. There's going to be a drone. Tags up into the smoke. We'll have to respect that. He's on 45 HP. Allies arriving onto it. Kesnet has an ult that he could offload here. Suppression, vulnerable up onto multiple targets again. That plant does still need to go down. The time pressure mounting upon MIBR. Gonna need to see if they can really deliver something here, but Kesnet just overloads it again. Another ultimate denying that plant. No one's got onto this one. MB start to flood their way in. They've already won the rod. They got the plant down in the middle of all of that somehow. Towards the back, Mazzino! Mazzino! No way. 4 kills, 1 more for the ace. Inspire gradually moving towards him. Inspire though creates the opportunity and now brings it into that 1v1. Snatch it back. Should have been an impossibility. Guessing as to where Zekin could be. To pull by Zekin a bit of time, and the turn is a half clearance onto the corner. Thrifty win for MIBR. That is worst case scenario for Envy.
He was spectacular that year.
Yeah. Heavy stack of Envy. This is all in, a bit of a gamble at that. Crouched up, Mazzino's ready. Traders there in sight, and even though it's popped off, Vulnerable still through. MIBR sidestepping, dancing around our Hunter's Fury, and just like that, popping. Left reeling, wondering how the hell do I win this? Position's already accounted for. Knife out! See you later, good night. 13-7 for our opening map in this one. MIBR showing up. Gonna take as much space for FURIA as they possibly can just by walking up slowly. Knife against the back, but now you see it double dash forwards as well. Good clearance towards a level of it. Exter announces himself, taking down the final boss. Flash and a refight called for. Envy are just eager to get stuck into the mud with this one. And it could get muddy at that. The blind on his side is picture perfect again. That sees connects. Tex gets 3. The double swing towards the end. There's a tempering, controlling of the pace that we were talking about. MIBR do it again, but they leave it into a 1v2 for Inspire. Double walking, he's holding the angle, anticipating it all to come to him. MIBR gearing up. Inspire just deep push. This is just brazen to his core.
I like tucking in this corner.
The 1v1, take it, good cross-up placement. He's over swinging again.
Swinging deeper in the 5v4.
I mean, listen.
A close corner, an off angle. This is a real off angle.
Yeah, drone got used for mid, reposition, smoke up. Poppins here, forwards, Aspas. Win that fight out now.
It's a serious risk.
Forwards to dart over towards the top. Ross sees an off angle of his own, but the reveal, so position spoiled, anchor smoke placed. Wants to try and split up a bit of this side in this map. Is going to be TPing backwards and away, over fighting. MIBR looking for this one. Verno tip tap in, dancing around them. Saturate, he does not care. Next up, forwards again, controlling the spray towards it. No bonus conversion here for Envy. Pull back, so.
I definitely think the intention there was to go for the double dash and engage into Poppin's position. But
from mid, Tex is just open towards that. Kesnet taking a peek anyway. He knows that there's a second player. Tex now going to be squeezed. Oh my goodness. Kesnet is relentless. Just wants to keep going for a little bit more. Aspas, though, is a player that you do not want to take lightly. Well, not damage done. Rossi's weak. Poppin only has a judge. Still possibilities for MIBR.
He's missed Mazzino.
This jump spot will not catch Mazzino if he lurks up, tucked close to the wall.
It is silent, but you're right. There's a big gap, and he didn't even see Aspas.
Or maybe potentially, no, he's seen them. Saturate though, there's a connection into the judge, and he's just off center with it. Equalize into a 2v2, but again, look at that discipline. MIBR not willing to just run into the site, waiting for the cooldowns. Knife clears one section, nade into the back. Making sure to slow it down at every moment. Does give an opportunity to Envy though to regroup up.
Well, the Knife's already cleared these positions, but Aspas is worried someone might be tucked in a corner. Where's your read? Where do you think these defenders actually are? Yeah,
it's a difficult one because they've already taken the timing wrapping around. Rossi doesn't want to reload this one. He's low enough as it is. Players, though, spotting him out. MIBR, well trained onto the angles, finding the right timings for it. Inspire's revealed his positioning. And now he's got a tough challenge ahead. 1v2. Mazzino. So fight taken. Aspas doesn't swing off the back of this one. A tap again. Aspas landing it. Straight to the cranium. Util going over. Hunter's Fury. This is going to be used to see if they can lead the charge into it. No command on top. A lot of ultimates, but no one's really stepping past this orb. Remains up. Will be falling now just because of that suppression emanating out. Poppin willing to help him out. Doubled up. Potential for the lineup, but Aspas! The res online. Pulls it back. He's out into the open. Needs a follow-up, and the flank is caught. It's explosive when necessary. Exter in a 1v3 now. MIBR still holding it, watching for the repeat, wondering where he could be. Play's still not crossed up. 8 at your feet. Hot as anything. Mazzino is already on the perfect line. Paranoia utilized nice and early here. Aspas is raring to go. Flash overhead. Now that light speed, dash into the smoke. So many angles and layers to this one. Snakebite pulled out, a bit of spam into the corner.
It's a distraction to get the Omen really deep as well.
Yeah, Zekken sowing a bit of discord behind enemy lines here. Silent with the drop down, pop in, looking to see if he can re-clear this one. Has the Prowler, but he's misaligned it. Yeah, wasn't expecting that Zekken could already be that deep. TP around. Fakes on fakes. They've hammered a bit of a wedge up towards this middle section of the map. He puts the pressure now onto Exter. Has to use that dimensional drift to get out, but Inspire is still locked forwards into his angle. Pings out, though, where the players are. Potential for the fight to be taken again, but still not favored. MIBR happy to whittle away the opposition. Cautiously at that, and now with the pit in play. Does give an opportunity for the EnVy players to get in. Drop down from both of them. Kesnet's forwards again. Now you're going to see it in hand with a shorty. Was hoping for an easy kill, but everybody in position. Rossi, though, reposition is perfect. TP up towards the top. It's their own turn to see if they can get a bit of chaos going, but Verno locking it down. And the pit's still in play, means that the decay is going to be kicking in. Damage done, he's found a pocket to potentially renew himself, hide from the drone. There's still chances for Rossi, but chance fades away at that. This is MIBR, not just in the driving seat. I mean, they've just been in complete control outside of just losing the pistol.
What on earth?
There's no player like him, really.
No, he's one of a kind.
Prowler tags. This is a bait and switch. They think it's just going to be Tex hiding into the corner. They want to take a chance to jump onto all of this one. But again, yeah, like I said, bait and switch. You don't expect there to be 3 players around the corner. Rossi trying to desperately apply that pressure, put down the smoke to see if he can delay and stall. There's going to be a drone at his back. Tag potential. Convergent pass, locking it down, slowing them to a crawl. MV and Exter forced to respect it. Has to get the hell out of there. Rossi looking to see if he can contain a chance to take a fight. Dink through the wall, stepping up. And they're just taking turns with these fights. There's a lot of damage done. No clear kill, but there still could be a light at the end of the tunnel. Vulnerable into the corner. They've got coverage everywhere.
The team play is just so beautiful. Exter's left in a 1v3.
It's unreal. Exter making a go of it. Again, that damage done. Zekken finished off, snappy towards his head. Exter now brings it into that 1v2, but Verno going to be trying to play his life. A lot of bullets raining down, a lot of shock darts at his feet. 55 dart. Bled out, they know he's not on it. Making him stew, making him question exactly where it's all going wrong.
This round exemplifies how MIBR, I think, are going to be... They're so worried about it. They're having to clear all of these kind of positions. And meanwhile, Zekken's giggling to himself with the rest of his team.
Yeah, he's with the rest of them. Flash re-clear. Spire's got himself a kill in the form of Tex dropping. Hold on, this is the best chance in a long, long while. Convergent pass. Hinders and slows. Dimensional drift as well to clear one avenue of it. A lot of ultimates to use. EnVy putting them to work for the final round of this half. Verno. No, not like this. Can't be doing it to him.
This has to be the round for EnVy. They were in a 4v1. There's no chance MIBR are also taking this one down.
Spike.
Just how dangerous MIBR are.
30 seconds left.
Even in rounds like that, spots where it's a 1v4, they always play like they know they're going to win.
It's 20 seconds. Surely Verno can't get to B at this point, can he? He would have to clear so many corners just by running through. He's
going to have to full sprint, I think. He does have the dart to at least give him
what a read, though.
some
what
level
a read,
of clearance,
man.
yeah.
I mean, Rossi could be in any of these kind of spots, but he hasn't. Verno's threaded the needle perfectly.
There's a dart. Knows that one section of the site is cleared just in time. You're right. Insane read. Not just the aim, it's the game sense.
It's not the greatest plant in the world, but he's also going to hear these footsteps potentially.
He's forward. Taking up a position into Link. Comes down to this 1v1, a 1v4. Verno. Verno! Oh, it's just filth, man. It's just filth.
I feel bad for them, Brent. I feel bad for them.
Oh, man.
That is an astonishing display of the individual talent. Look at these kills.
Oh!
They force the fight because they know where he is and they're triple swinging him.
Slowly gearing up to get themselves into a bit of an A split. Yeah, going to be meeting potentially that match still in the form. Zekken, that's a Paranoia ripped off. Frenzy running, gunning. Verno, he's going to be ISO'd into this spot. Exter, okay, just essentially solo pushing, but with the reveal inside that smoke. Zekken trying to reposition, but he's missed the timing! Rossi is doing a number on him. Cleaned up by Mazzino, but the damage done to him. 10 HP, not a lot to play with. Sharpshooting is going to have to be ordered up. And not enough health to play with in a spot like that. Envy needed a round like this. 2v1, Tex. Can't be doing it to him again. Can't be dashing away their hopes. Corner angle, Inspire. Just trying to play off center. Not cleared. Crosshair placement not there for Tex. So another pistol round to potentially give a bit of breathing room.
Envy win double pistol, but they are still 7 rounds down in the map.
This is just silly.
This was really silly.
So
I mean,
silly.
Rossi did a good job dueling inside of the smoke there and then just completely timing Zekken. Second round as well. I think Kesnit's deliberately bought a bucket to jump onto somebody's head.
We'll see how this one plays. Yeah, an attempt to potentially float in, but look at that, just peeling all the way back. Tex doesn't want to overplay. Gives him side control.
MIBR playing fully off for the retake here. They're doing that quite a lot in Abyss as well.
Tex's job is just to hold down elbow control. He's going to be tested again. Short in form in terms of that util. It's just a dry peek and dry swing. Exter wants to have a go of things underhand with that flash again. Rifles, though, working out. 1 for 1. Paranoia, next level of it, nearsighted. Rossi chooses to commit. Rossi did get the one. Texto dominating. 4 kills, 8 bullets. Clearance into the corner. Kesnit denies. Kesnit comes alive. Forwards again. Good chance for him. 1v1. That's what they needed.
Aspas has bought down to 150 credits. Zeken's got none left in the bank.
Good possibility to break the economy.
Yeah, the gold reserves are running dry.
Refract active. Operator in his hands. Crouched up. That's a bullet to the chest. Kesnit is gone. Back to safety as well for Aspas. Has it. A lot of coverage in terms of his players that are ready to help him out. Exter wants to send it forwards anyway. Dimensional drift. Again, piece together the direction of where this is going. Light speed up towards heaven. Rejoining the rest of them. Mazzino just trailing. He's caught into this corner though. Wants to take the fight and Exter plays right into his hands.
Aspas is going to have to be fairly slow on this retake. He's got an operator. His job just slowly clearing angles, creating these safe spaces for his team. But it's going to be on people like Tex and Zekken to actually get the retake going.
High priority from MV. They just want to make sure that they have that link control. Paranoia sweeps, drop down from Tex. He's into the corner. Verno looking for that 1v1. Got to know that. Yeah, Exter's just there. Betrayed by the barrel that was poking out to the corner. This retake still has some legs towards it. Time is ticking. Inspire, left alone. Shot missed, going wide. Needs to kill the planter. Needs it now. And it all goes wrong here for MIBR.
It's a rare mistake, but a big mistake from Aspas, missing the shot.
They do have Kesnit's ult. It looks like that might be the goal. Yeah, here it is, Convergent Paths, Snakebite. Rossi's going to be TPing all the way deep into behind enemy lines, into their spawns, sowing a bit of chaos, trying to take these fights. There are smokes on smokes. Verno really isolated with movement like that. How is he living? Just beams Rossi down. Can only do so much though from a spot like that. He buys time, crucial seconds. MIBR getting themselves back into position. It's a 3v3.
The weapon dropped in heaven might be available for Zekken to pick up, especially if these Envy players are cowering inside a pit.
Yeah. Deep pit. It's really difficult to see through, but again, it does give possibilities for MIBR to just walk out onto site here.
Zekken's not playing for the better weapon.
Paranoia, it's a connection, at least onto the one. Aspas onto the flank, just offset with a movement. Kesnit wins that out. Critical 1v1, and now can just dominate that main position. Envy up to 8. Aspas with the operator might be gearing up to take a fight here, especially with that Prowler unnoticed. Aspas push back up, doesn't have that refract popped off, but a light speed gets out of there just off that initial pick. Zekken also with a reposition. Shots are fired off. Zekken holding it down towards elbow. Absorbs most of that aggression. TP is going to be heard there. Hunter's Fury into the corner. Good tags, good connections. Rossi is left to his devices, left to do it all. But this time it's MIBR slamming that door straight in their faces.
That one looked very easy, didn't it?
Goes to show, I think, expectations that they place on their own shoulders to try and get it done. Dash into your face, Kesnet. Eager to draw out a bit of this blood here, swinging out wide, Sheriffs with it. Barely anything to work with. Convergent parts. Aspas is trying to push this one. Operator in hand. Rest of his team to lead it. Flashed, blinded, sees is good. Trying to really swing out. Claim a couple of these kills. Brings it to a 2v2. Weapons are dropped down onto the ground, but they don't want to go for it. Envy are looking to fight this one potentially forwards. They don't have the guns. It's being held. MIBR too predictable. They know exactly what Envy's game plan is. When the plan doesn't start going down there, just hold and wait for them to play to you. It's been tough for them to string together a couple of the rounds on this half. Egster, it's going to make it that much more difficult now. Dimensional Drift, counting for a couple of the players' positions here in that dash forwards, reclaiming a bit of space. Verno steps forwards, fight that he wins out with Inspire going down. Hold on, that's a Bucky. Drone broken. It's not the best buy in the world again for Envy, just for them to survive and stay in this match. No command now. Emanates out. Waves forwards, Util ripped away. Tex is going walkabout off onto the flank. Egster trying to watch for this one, but again, the aim and just all that alongside it. Tex is a little bit too composed in this moment. But MIBR trying to close up that net. Kills for Envy though. Start coming alive and really activating. Picking up the extra weaponry. Get a bit more control into a round like this. Aspas with a quick reposition, being assailed from multiple directions. Needs some bailout from Zekken, but Zekken is no more. Aspas, he can round with that position, but the swing and the trade is perfect on the timing. Rossi keeps his team in it.
Yeah, I think MIBR have got a good idea that Egster's default at the start of the round often ends in a B hit.
That's held. As soon as there's signs of life, Util's going to be sent flying forwards, and that reveal, moving forwards, Inspire, he's leading the charge. Forwards is the call, popping in him, and then south, this is over, potentially in the blink of an eye. Second upgrade acquired. It's going to really have to be sharp in a spot like that, but overwhelmed by the Envy players. Up to 11, one more round to drag it to OT.
And here it is, that TP into spawn.
Yeah. Play was called for here, and this is going to be again pulling these MIBR players out and around, but with Rossi cleaned up so early. Envy are going to be trying to rush into this one, but it might be to their own demise. Tex playing around it, adjust the aim, sharp, locks on to the cranium, and now he's looking for a little bit more with support for the rest of the team. It crumbles at the finish line. Kesnet left to do it for them. One man in a 1v3.
He won an enormous round for them earlier on with a Bucky, but this one, even with the better weaponry, I think is looking much tougher. He doesn't have that position on site. He's not going to be overlooked. And the plant isn't down.
And rounds like this, when you're on the brink, the precipice of just dragging it to an extension, they're the most tantalizing. They rush into it and leave Kesnet in this spot, a 1v3. Repositions to main, but there's a smoker alive. That's it. Zekken locks off that lane. Kesnet forced to now take a peek through. Verno might have just spotted that one. Unsure of the angles. Refract's going to be fading. Needs to be Sublime, needs to be Unreal, near sight in. Everything being cut away from him. Many senses, but he has to rely onto the aim. Saturate is good, and Aspas a little bit better. MIBR, they take it 13-11. Heavily tested, heavily bruised, but they do find it cleanly enough towards the end. 2-0.